All right, good people of Cherokee County, Big Matt from the Matt and Todd Show here, doing a special edition with a great coach over here at Cedar Bluff. We appreciate Coach Alan Beckett, Cedar Bluff Tigers, checking in with us. Now, Coach, we hadn't talked for a couple of weeks. Y'all were preparing for Sandrock game. So, kind of since then, just tell us about, I guess this week, we're prepping to play Coosa Christian. Coach O'Brien, guys coming to town. Teddy, Coach Alaric, they're doing a really good job. This is not the same Coosa team that people may think that they know or remember scores from the past. Tell us about this week ahead here coming for you.
Well, the Coosa is a very different team, and they've had an influx of players come in, and they've got a really good staff, and they've upgraded their facilities, and it is definitely a different team. Jakari Mostella's running back he's top notch. He would be a great 5A, 6A kind of back. Cleto Bryant, coach's son, is very physical. Eli Moats, an inside linebacker. I really like him as a plugger. They just missed beating Valley Head, and that that would have put them in a position to possibly win the region championship. Missed a chip shot field goal. They're definitely a potential force in 1A, and they've gone about it in an interesting way, and that they've played the best of the best in really big schools, and that's been interesting to see their formula. And hadn't beaten them, but their theory was if they could raise their level when they come back and play at their own level, they'll be pretty good. And we'll have to do a better job of tackling. It's been Achilles of us all year, and play the cutback because Mostella does a really good job cutting back. Win a turnover battle, handle adversity, some things that we've been in and out of. We really addressed the adversity, and we were in a big-time atmosphere last week. We got to get into 20 scoring. And we're not a 40s team, but you're definitely not going to win in single digits like we were last week. But I do like to address, the past, because I think you learn how to ride a bike from falling down, and I think that's kind of Valley Head was a really good team, and our goal these last couple of weeks was to take the program where we can start to get toe to toe and start to play these kind of people to ease our way back, and I think Valley Head's got a chance to make a run. I really think Spring Garden's got a chance to make Birmingham, and I think Valley Head's got a chance to be a semifinal kind of team. Just to be honest with you, so and then this Coosa is they're the most talented team in our region, and they're well coached. So our deal we had to plug and play and jam so many players together. So we've got to do a good job of continuing to grow as a team. And it's tough in these situations when you're going through this gauntlet schedule, and we haven't been the most talented team, but to get players to continue to work, and most of them have. And we're playing a lot of young guys, and so our goal is to get better every week, put ourselves in the mix, and this isn't where we want to end up as a program, but growing a program is sometimes it looks like you're taking a step backward, and I've done this 2 other times, and nobody saw where we were going to end up the beginning, and so that doesn't make this a guarantee, but we are definitely in that early dark phase. So
y'all throwed for nearly 100 yards over at Valley Head.
Yeah.
And rushed for close to 100. And the defense, Coach Sluttle and them, looked like he put a pretty good scheme together. It kind of held, Bain to less than yards than what he had used to been getting. Didn't have quite as many.
They wear you down. They do a really good job of wearing you down, and very physical team. And it's a really good offense. They got 2 kids that'll be 1,000-yard rusher.
Yeah.
Had Ider's top running back moved in, and he was 1,000-yard rusher last year. And then the Bain kids, he was voted top back in our league last year as a junior. So and then they got a lot of spirit and a lot of energy, and like 35 kids, and their coach Hammonds is really good, and they got some good things going on. And I think Coosa is just hadn't got the wins, but they're that kind of talented team. So our big deal is just being creative and how to motivate players and trying to have good practices on the daily. I think we've had a pretty good week.
How's practice been this week? I come over here yesterday and seen you guys. Boy, y'all was hitting hard yesterday.
Yeah,
y'all were getting on them and holding them accountable, and doing a good job.
Yeah, trying to coach them up and be really physical, and um, and your best coaching jobs sometimes are done in these situations, And I always argue this, and I'll use this as my analogy: the two Bright twins, one's Jenna McGinnis, and one of them's is married to Coach Austin and Dana, and
Dana.
both great coaches. One of them's currently the softball head coach at JSU. But anyway, and great careers as coaches. Well, one of them inherits, and I don't even remember which one it was. One of them inherits the defending state champion at Cherokee County girls team, and then one of them inherits a one-win White Plains team. Well, the one-win White Plains team turns it into like a 15-16 win, and the other one repeats with all 4 of the 5 starters back. Well, they both did a great job, but my argument was, I'm not sure the best job when the one that turned around the really bad program, or the
less
program
than, yeah.
yes,
Right.
started to develop. And that's, sometimes that's the most rewarding, and as you start the climb. But we're trying to develop character, and why execution matters, and motivate players, creating player value, and just games within the games. We're working through injuries, and that's part of this time of year.
Yeah.
Being banged up, everybody's banged up. The difference in 1A is you don't have 3 guys right behind them in most cases, and so I'm proud of our coaches, Justin Little and Ricky Medlock and Brian Barham and Garrett Crane. Man, they're still grinding and trying to get after it, and we're trying to find a way. These next 2 are really big. We're trying to find a way to get in the playoffs.
Yeah, I enjoyed it yesterday. I heard you say something that I think everybody could appreciate. And you've only been there 2 years. However, I think most people know who you are. They know you from the county, especially if you're my age or so, But you were telling the kids that that's not how this school was built. That's not what these things were built on. You was encouraging them to be better and to be aggressive and to pay attention. And we're Tigers. And that's, you were talking like you played there, like you've been coaching there for 20 years. That's not what we do here. And I think all the kids and parents appreciate that.
Yeah, well, it is a special place, and it's that's why I make this drive on the daily. Special people and a special place, and it's a cut above the rest, and it may take us a minute to get it the way we want it, but this is Cedar Bluff, and I just think it's just a special place. And having been a lot of places, big and small, this is the best of the best, And I'm from just across the bridge, and saw a lot of things there. But man, I'm just telling you, it doesn't get a lot better in Cedar Bluff.
Now, tell us now, homecoming. What's the plan? What's on the schedule for today? Parade is today, right?
Yeah, man, you're talking to the wrong guy. That's
Coach McDaniel. He needs to.
Not my work. And I used to, when I was a kid, I didn't understand why Coach Johnson and my dad didn't get into all that stuff, and no jerseys and scores and all that stuff. Well, now I am that guy, because I can't. I can tell you that guy to stop on the other team and plays, but as years ago, I become more the guy I didn't relate to, because they're gonna feed the team the Boost Club at 5:00, and I appreciate it. They do a great job, and then immediately after that, gonna have a homecoming parade, and the kids love riding through town, and nothing like small town waving and throwing the candy.
Yeah, it's kind of something we started up back a couple of years ago when I was there. And I think this year you're going to start out down at the end of the field on the old road there and kind of go out and go across, go around by the park, and come back up the way we would start at the practice field and come down. So everybody that's watching and listening, hanging out today, I'll have this loaded up here for you before 5. Try to get around there in the park or somewhere, or down there in front of the church. And, I'm going to have somebody there doing pictures and stuff. I'll be at somewhere else over here in the county for the evening, but go celebrate with the Tigers for the homecoming. Coosa Christian is going to be coming in this week. I'm going to try to get a hold of Coach O'Brien and talk to him yesterday. I like to do a spot like this and let him talk about his kids and coaches and kind of where they're at, and prepping to play Cedar Bluff. I'm excited for the week, and of course me and Dean will be over this Cherokee County game. I mean, this is where we went to school, and we're going to support them always. I mean, we do cover the county, like I said, but we're going to come over and have dinner and be there a little early and do those kind of things. So we're excited for you, Coach, and we look forward to a good game through the week.
Next challenge, and that's the next game up. It's a big one, and it's we're ready to take them on.
Yeah, we don't going to talk playoffs, and I've already been looking and breaking some stuff down, but I think it's still probably a week too early. Maybe this show after this weekend, we may start talking about where these teams are playing.
I've never been that guy. I just know that it's big, and we don't get ahead, and we're not even really getting ahead of that first quarter and that first series. So I'm definitely not the get ahead kind of guy, but right. we do need to know that these next 2 weeks will be. And it's in the region, much stronger region when you bring in a Decatur Heritage that's been being a semifinal kind of team, and then you turn around and Valley Head's top 5-6 team in the state, and in Coosa, if they played 1A's a non-region, you'd be sitting there looking at a 5-1 team, and which would be a top 5 team, but they chose to play the big boys. So my point is simply this, and then the Appalachian turns around and beats Heritage, and they got a number of kids out, and they're sitting there 4-2. This is a much different region this year. Very tough.
They do play, by the way, you guys tuning in, Thursday night. If you ain't doing nothing and you like small town football and you keep up this region right here, Cedar Bluff, Spring Garden, Gainesville, Valley Head will be at Appalachian Thursday night, and I thought about maybe riding up there. It's a nice little drive, but I think it's going to be a good game, and it's going to have implications. We'll know more about that, kind of how the region's going to play out after that game.
Yep, big game. Good chance for us to see them.
Yeah. All right, Coach.
Thank you for having
lunch. Yeah, man. It's always good to catch up
and covering us.
Yeah, always, man. I enjoy it. Try to bring some attention to the kids in the county, and I'll see you for sure Friday. See you over there then. So go eat lunch and enjoy the rest of your day. Tell all the guys I said hi, Big Matt Diamond Dean.
All right, go Big Red. See you soon.